Kamiyah Mobley was born at University Medical Center in Jacksonville. Her mother had just given birth and was recovering when a woman entered the hospital room wearing medical scrubs. According to official reports from law enforcement, the woman identified herself as hospital staff. She told the mother she needed to take the baby for routine checks. The request appeared normal. No one questioned it. The newborn was taken out of the room and never returned. When the mother realized something was wrong, panic spread immediately through the hospital. Security was alerted. Police were called. Doors were checked and locked. But the woman had already left the building with the infant. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office launched an immediate investigation. The FBI joined due to the nature of the case, a newborn abduction from a hospital. Investigators interviewed hospital staff and reviewed entry logs. They searched surrounding areas and highways. Authorities issued alerts and began collecting public tips. Despite rapid response, there was no confirmed suspect identity in the early stage. There was also limited surveillance technology in 1998 compared to modern standards. As a result, investigators had few leads to follow. Days passed, then weeks, and still, no sign of Kamiyah Mobley. The case remained active, but increasingly difficult. As time passed, the investigation slowed. Authorities continued to follow leads, but none produced results. Kamiyah Mobley remained missing. Her family continued searching. Her case stayed in the system as an active missing child investigation. But over time, public attention faded. What remained was a case file, a photograph, and a family still waiting for answers. While investigators searched Florida, Kamiyah was growing up in South Carolina. She was living under the name Alexis Manigo. She was raised by Gloria Williams. According to court records, Williams was the same woman who abducted Kamiyah from the hospital. Kamiyah grew up believing Williams was her biological mother. She attended school, had friends, and lived what appeared to be a normal childhood. There was no public record indicating she knew her true identity during her upbringing. Williams enrolled her in school using false identity information. For 18 years, Kamiyah lived a life completely separate from the one she was born into. Authorities contacted Kamiyah Mobley directly. She was informed of her true identity, that she had been abducted as a newborn, and that the woman who raised her was not her biological mother, but the person who took her from the hospital. According to reports, the revelation was emotionally complex and deeply difficult for her. She had lived 18 years believing one identity, and suddenly, everything changed. At the same time, Gloria Williams was arrested in connection with the kidnapping. She was taken into custody in January 2017. In 2018, Gloria Williams pleaded guilty to kidnapping charges. Court records confirm she admitted to taking Kamiyah Mobley from the hospital in 1998. She was sentenced to 18 years in prison, the same number of years Kamiyah had lived with her. Kamiyah was reunited with her biological family after confirmation of her identity. However, reports indicate that the emotional transition was complicated, because the only mother she had ever known was also the woman who abducted her. The Kamiyah Mobley case became one of the most widely reported newborn abduction cases in U.S. history. It raised serious questions about hospital security procedures in the 1990s. It also highlighted how identity systems have evolved over time with modern DNA databases. Kamiyah has publicly acknowledged the emotional complexity of her situation. She has described the difficulty of reconciling two realities, the life she lived and the truth she discovered. Today, her case remains a rare example of a newborn abducted from a hospital, being found alive nearly 2 decades later. But it is also a story that does not end neatly, Because even after the truth is revealed, the emotional consequences continue.